Like I say, peace and love. I love you guys, and I'm grateful you guys are back at my channel. Now, today's video is going to be about 7 ways to know that you are going through a spiritual awakening. Yes, spiritual awakening. First of all, a spiritual awakening, from my understanding, is when the soul begins to question its reality. It begins to question what's taking place and what's forming that reality, and you start looking for facts and truths about different stuff. Now, everybody's spiritual awakening, it can come at different times. There's no set time for your soul to wake up. It's based on your soul and when it's ready to awaken to higher consciousness or higher knowledge. So I'm gonna give you 7 ways to know that you are spiritually awakening up. The first way is unhappiness, and you start to feel lost. Once you start to feel unhappy and lost, this could be a sign of spiritual awakening. Being that the fact that when you start feeling lost, because you start to see that things are not adding up on what someone told you or what you've been seeing in school or maybe just on TV, is not adding up. So you start to question your reality. That's the first sign of spiritual awakening. You start to question your reality. Question, why is things this way? Why is it that way? You start to question your reality, and you also seem sometimes to want solitude. You want to be alone. You want to go within yourself. That's stage 1, okay? Stage 2 is your perspective starts to shift. You go through a paradigm shift where you start to see things in a different light, in a different way. And that is the second stage of your perception. It changes because you start to look at things and say, well, I once seen it that way. Now I see it in a different light or a different aspect, or the way it served me then is not the way it serves me now. So you start going through a shift in your paradigm, in your mind, and your thought patterns and how you think about stuff, and you start to notice that something not right. Something's just not right with it, and it doesn't sit well with you. Like you just start looking at things different, and people, you start looking at them like wondering like what is their purpose and why they acting the way they acting or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? In this stage, you can start seeing that a lot of things that you found out was lies and delusions. It wasn't based off no facts or truth, like religion or things your parents taught you. It's not so much as your parents didn't do the best they can do, but it's certain ways and certain things they learned that was passed down through them that was just never right. And it was never right. And I want you guys to be aware of the spiritual awakening and don't lose yourself. Understand that it's nothing but something that you're going to go through, and it's a process. It's a very good process to begin on. So the second thing is you start noticing that there's a shift in your mind and your thoughts. You start seeing the lies that people are telling you, the lies on TV, or the lies in your belief systems that was formed by your religion or by your parents. You start to question those things. And once you start questioning those things, that's when the soul is doing its work on waking up through you. Waking up through you, because your soul already been here. Your soul knows everything already. It's trying to wake you up to remind you of what you already know. That's it, or what you already know. Number 3, you start to seek answers. Yes, not only do you see the lies and you start seeing the illusions of stuff, but you start to seek your own answers. You start to seek your own truth. You start to wake up and you start to question stuff. Not only do you question it, you start to act on it differently. Well, if I do a different action, or if I do something different, would I get different results? You know, it says insane is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. That is insane. If you think about it, it's just commonly, briefly insane. It's not going to produce any type of real effect for you. So start seeking those answers. Start looking for meaning in things, meaning within yourself. The foods you eat, the things you're thinking about, the places you go. You know, you might be a clubber. You might see in a club environment is not so much good for you anymore. The energy that is being projected out in the club environment, it may not serve you no more. So you might want to mature and change on to a different environment of people. You may go into the church and you may see, well, listen here, the pastor or the reverend or whoever's in charge, you may start questioning what they know. And you may say, well, I may look at that in a different way. And I may see it in a different way. I wonder if he sees it that way or she sees it that way. You start looking for your own meaning, your own questions. And that is the soul trying to entice you on your journey. And that is so beautiful. the journey alone is not only beautiful because you start questioning things, you start getting answers and revelations, but it's beautiful because that was the sole purpose of you coming down here, to awaken your soul for this time right now, to become your truth, your own truth, not someone else's truth, but your truth. You know what I'm saying? Now, stage 4 is finding answers and experiencing breakthroughs. Now, once you start seeing the paradigm shift, which is stage 2, then you start looking for your own answers, your own meaning and stuff. Then you start to find these answers. Now, once you found these answers, now it's time to act on it. It's like vegan food, you didn't know about it before, now you know, now it's time to eat healthier. Alkaline water, you was drinking fluoride water all your life, now you know the difference. It's time to start taking the application to do these things. You're working with altars, you're working with ancestors, you're working with deities, entities, you're working with spiritual involvement, physical involvement, whatever it may be. Once you get these answers, it's time to apply it to your life. Same thing with a job. You go get your forklift license. You got your license, your certificate now, your OSHA certificate. Now it's time to apply that to someone's job so that way you can accumulate money or whatever it is you're trying to do. All right. So once you start finding those answers, it's time to apply to your life. And then once you apply to your life, you will start seeing the breakthroughs, the amazing breakthroughs when you start to manifest new things in your reality through your thoughts, because the whole thought process eventually will change. The way you thought about stuff will change. So the fact that you thought about different stuff will it changes your reality simultaneously. Yes, simultaneously, your reality will start to change as your thoughts change, as your paradigm shift, and you start to get those breakthroughs on eating healthier, meditating, positive thoughts, being grateful for your life, affirmations, whatever it may be, doing rituals or giving back, whatever it may be, you start to see that this is really working for you. You know, you found some meaning in your life, some purpose in your life to keep going, and you see these things work for you. Those are your breakthrough moments. And applaud yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back. You know what I'm saying? Speak to your ancestors, speak to your higher self, your mind, and say, man, I thank you for those breakthroughs that we are experiencing. Now, don't get it twisted. You're going to keep experiencing breakthroughs, but it's a beautiful thing that you was able to change your mind and seeing those breakthroughs, and you can follow through with that, okay? Now, like I said, it's all a part of the journey. It's all part of the journey, and it's all for your soul awakening, your spiritual awakening. That's what it's bottom line, spiritual awakening, all right? Now, stage 5. Stage 5 is delusionment and feeling lost again. Yes, like damn, I just got out of being lost. I just started finding meaning and answers. Now I'm feeling lost again. Now I'm feeling lost again. What's going on? What's going on? And a lot of us, we start to get out of religion, and as soon as we get lost one time or a bill come up, we revert back to what we know. And that where it comes, you got to draw that line, and your application can't serve things that don't serve you anymore. You can't go back to things you're trying to change from. And in reality, you probably can't even go back because you are mentally, physically, and spiritually aware of the things that you learn. So those breakthroughs is something that you have to continue doing. You have to continue looking for meaning in your life and continue to look for these breakthroughs so that way you continue to break through. You can get your light, your physical light, to shine in the spirit world. That's why we are here. We're trying to prevent reincarnation. We don't want to be as humans anymore. I know I don't. I don't want to be a human anymore. I want to get back to my higher self, my spiritual evolution, revolution self. You know what I'm saying? The higher understanding of all knowing. You know what I'm saying? Humans, in so many processes. I don't knock it because I understand if I do my work, it's gonna pay off. And it has been paying off. That's why I have these breakthroughs, and that's why I'm here telling you about these breakthroughs as well, because I want you guys to see that once you find that meaning, you get those breakthroughs, you might get lost again. You will get lost again. I guarantee that you will stumble upon something else and get lost again. That's only your soul trying to wake you up past what you already learned. That's your soul, that fire. But that soul, you know, they say the heart chakra is the seat of the soul. The heart chakra is the seat of the soul. That's that light in there inside you that's igniting your passion, your dreams, your empathy, your visions, your goals, your dreams, all this stuff. That light in there, your soul is waking up. That's why it's asking these questions. That's why you look at people different, your relationships. The school you was going to, does it serve you? The food you eat, does it serve you? Does your thoughts serve you? You start to question these things, and man, are these breakthroughs beautiful? Man, are these breakthroughs so beautiful, man, to just break through from old traps that have been trapping your thoughts. It's so beautiful, man. Yes, yes. All right. Now we're going to keep it going. Now, the next thing I want you guys to be aware of is number 6. Now, number 6 is deeper inner work. Now, you've seen that you found some information. You found some meaningful stuff. You start doing some work, you got breakthroughs. That's great. I applaud you. I applaud myself and others. Cool. The next thing is, the journey continues. So the inner work is just beginning, really. The real work is just beginning. When you get outside of your physical self and you get into that spirit world and you start going full blast at bettering yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're keeping that balance with everything. And then the inner work is when you start getting more access from yourself. Now you see how to find stuff. You see how things, or the origins of stuff, the meaning of stuff, how it came into existence. And you see how your soul is waking up and is asking these questions. Who am I? Who am I? Why am I here? Why am I in a human body? Why am I thinking about this type of stuff? Why do I feel the way I feel? Why do I feel lost? Why do I feel like I'm in a world where no one understands me? No one understands what I'm saying or how I'm thinking. That is me. It's time to do your inner work. Inner work is the most potent thing you can do for yourself to really understand what you're going through and understand what you're going through. Because you know what I'm saying? The inner work is going to get you to do affirmations every day, meditations every day, to burn candles every day, to give thanks to your ancestors every day. That's what it's going to call you to do, to leave alone things you once did that didn't serve you and start doing what does serve you and start seeing what does have meaning in your life. And you start doing that inner work, and every day is like constant living. It's not stressful because you're eating healthy. It's knowing that this is what I want. So accept that within your highest of self and move forward. Move forward. It's not going to be easy, but you have to make that choice and decision to keep moving forward. Yes, indeed. And I made that choice. And I know whoever's listening, you made that choice. You made that choice to keep learning. You made that choice to understand what life was about. You made that choice to go buy that book. You made that choice to go get crystals or to start meditating for 5 minutes per day. You made that choice, and that is the inner work. And continue doing your inner work, and I guarantee you, if you do it wholeheartedly, it will work. It will work. And that's the inner work, period. To master those things you learn, put more energy, better energy into those things that's going to serve you in the long run. Now, to go ahead and wrap things up is number 7. After your deep inner work is number 7. It's your integration and your expansion and joy. This is when you start to really know who self is. You start to understand self and how you're being seen as self. How people see you, how you talk, how your personality is, the energy you give off. Then it's time to hone in on that joy, because you should have joy now. After you get those breakthroughs and you start getting more revelation and more understanding, you will get joy. And go get that joy. Bring it in within yourself and let it dwell inside every chakra in your body. Every chakra, every vein, every blood, everything in your body. Let it dwell inside of you, inside your temple. Let joy, let learning expansion, that journey of learning, let it expand within your soul. Let it ignite that fire I was telling you about. Let that fire grow. Let it grow. Let it grow. Let it expand who you are, your purpose for being here, and what is it you want to do. Why is it you want to do that? And is it going to give you good results? Is it going to help those around you? Is it going to help your generational energies? You know what I'm saying? So be very aware of that and accept your joy. Expand on what it is that you want to do. Your soul is going to always tell you. That intuition inside you is going to tell you. That gut feeling is going to tell you, boy, you're on the right path. You're on the right path. Keep doing whatever you're doing, boy, because it's working. If you're on the wrong path, you go, I don't feel it. I don't know if I should do it today. I'm not really into it. That is something you probably shouldn't do because you're forcing it. You're forcing it. Joy shouldn't be forced. Joy, happiness, the true essence of love is already inside of you. You're only going to expand that though. You're only going to expand that through your breakthroughs, through your experiences, man. Like I said, man, I love you guys. Keep watching my videos. I'm coming back to back with flame, with love. Peace, man. I'll see you guys soon. Please go check out my GG shirts. I have them. You can email me or you can comment and I'll show you how to get the information. GG shirts on sale, all sizes. Please get back at me. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.